It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Mayfield took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that
run. On 3rd down, Mariota. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
By the Dolphins.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Second and 20. Mariota now from the 50. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Third down.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So first and 10 now from the 30. Mariota to throw it this time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Here's Mariota. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And it's second down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. 59. Let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On third down, they turn to Sanders. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11.
4-yard line.
Mariota now. making the catch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And quickly finding Rager. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
First down, Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away. AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
3rd down.
Mariota. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
17. Jaguars 14.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they have put themselves in a great position to defend their crown, leading once again in the 4th quarter of the AFC Championship game. A win, of course, sends them to Tampa for a chance to claim back-to-back Super Bowl titles. Another run here with Sanders. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here I come. I'm coming after you. Hey, I'm 133. 25. Here I come. Hey, go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Mayfield now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
15-yard line.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Once again, it's Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And the Dolphin first down.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Mostert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play fake. Mariota. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
To Noah Fant.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
31.
So, Charles,